So guys, with it being obviously the end of November and we're getting close to the end of the year now, I thought it'd be a fun idea to do a rundown of my 5 best lures of the year. So from the beginning of 2018 to the end of the end of 2018, these are the top 5 lures that I've had the best results on, the most success, and the highest catch rates on. Great lures, all 5. There's no particular order of these really, so I'm just gonna do them randomly. But they are really good lures, and I'd recommend you pick up all 5. To be honest, it's my opinion. If you don't agree, then that's fine. I have no problems if you don't agree. But these are my 5, what I've had the best results on. So that's enough of me talking about this. We'll get into it. So the first lure on my list is a lure I've only been using for a few months now, but it served me quite well. I've had quite a lot of fish on it and some really good ones as well. So obviously I'm going to put this on the list. It's a lure by Weston. I mean, you know Weston, big company, fantastic lures, very, very good quality lures, and I love my Weston lures, so yeah, it's quite biased really, but I'm going to whack this on there straight away. And that lure is the Weedless Swim. I've been using the blueback heron colour. It's very shiny, so it's been served me quite well. It's 53 grams in the suspended version. And the reason I've put this on the list is because it's just so versatile. I mean, I can literally fish it anywhere and expect some good results on it. And they're so easy to use as well. I mean, anyone can use them really. I mean, with them being versatile, you can literally fish them in any conditions. Warm water, cold water, coloured, stained, I don't know, weedy water, stained water, you know, silt water, anywhere really, and you can actually expect really good results on them. Price, I think I actually got this one. I won this in a competition actually, but yeah, I think they go for about $12.99 or something like that. I mean, it's really worth picking one up. I mean, they're really good. I mean, noisy, very noisy, nice colours, and the action of them is just superb. The way I've been working them, I've literally just been straight retrieving them for a few cranks like that, so I get the glide on them, and then I've just been pausing it and letting it stay there with the suspending feature. And with the being suspending, it'll stand there and then it'll slowly sink down, and about 99% of the time the pike will hit it on the pause in my experiences. So there's other ways you can fish this really. I mean, it's a versatile lure. It's a jerk bait, so obviously with your jerk, give the jerk to the rod, and it will dart quick from side to side, giving that nice flashy side profile that the pike seem to love. Another way, obviously, is to steady retrieve the way I've been doing it, and also half cranks, which, as you know, is one of my favourite jerkbait methods to use, and that's just, you know, half cranks to the reel, and that will just give little short darts like that, and that can be very effective with some pauses. So obviously, you just crank it in half cranks, and you pause it, and it'll stay there suspending, and it'll sink slowly. And like I said, 90% of the time, pike will hit it if they see it on the pause. That's flash, side profile, and the pause. They'll just send pike mad, and you'll get a hit. Served me well, this lure. Very good noise, and I'll be using this a lot over the winter lately because, to be honest, our river, well, my local river, it goes the colour of tea really, just absolutely brown. So yeah, I'm hoping this will serve me good in the winter. Yeah, Weedless Swim. So the next lure on my list is another Western lure, but like I said, Western lures are just fantastic. I mean, very well made, and obviously they're designed for what they do, to catch fish. So lure number 4 on the list is Mike the Pike. I mean, it's just amazing. It's so lifelike, and it's everything you want in a pike imitation. It's hard head and soft body. So yeah, it's a hybrid lure. And to be honest, I don't think you see it on camera, but the body on this is absolutely battered. I mean, I've just had so many pike on it, from jacks to, decent pike, and the body's still in one bit, but I'm going to have to invest in another one soon, which is what I like about these lures, because obviously you can change the bodies. So I'm going to get a few more in the new year, and I'm also going to experiment with different colours, so different colour heads, different colour bodies, and see how the catch rate goes on them. Like I said, it's everything you want really in a pike imitation. It's a fantastic pre-spawn lure as well. When the big female pike, they become quite territorial in the spawning season. So pre-spawn, that's the lure I'd go for. Like I say, it just looks like a pike. Another feature I like when using this is obviously when you bring it in, you get the micro movements on these little fins here, and it's just these small details like that really give the edge on your lure. I know it may not seem much, but trust me, that won't stand out to pike, those little movements. I mean, even if I'm just printing across the screen there, you can see you're moving away. So, how I fish this, how I've been fishing it, I've been, casting it out, and just slow retrieve it. Slowly bring it across. Maybe add a pause in there, maybe. Let's keep this standing. It's slow sink, this one, so it won't sink that fast, so it can be fished in shallow water, and it's 70 gram. And the pattern I've went for is natural pike, because I just love my pike imitations. I mean, if there was one colour I'd use on my local, it'd be pike. Second to that would be roach or perch. But also I like to fish with conditions, like weather conditions as well, But yeah, I love my pike imitations. So Mike's on the list, and yeah, so Mike on camera, and he's going on the list. Next up is a custom lure. I'm like my custom lures as well. I absolutely adore my custom lures. I mean, I've totally caught the custom bug at the moment. I mean, I just cannot get enough of custom lures. And if obviously you follow me on Facebook, you'll see it. I've posted a lot about customs lately, because they're just fantastic. But the lure I've decided to put next to my list is it's made by a friend of mine, and obviously I remember when I got this, actually he was actually visiting the area, so he hand delivered it to me, and the moment I saw it, I was speechless. Honestly, it's just that detailed, fantastic. It's a jerkbait, and that jerkbait is Ziggy. It's a PM lure Ziggy. Fantastic lure, very detailed, as you can see, and it's just what you expect with these customs, really. I mean, a lot of work has been put into these, and they really, really show. I mean, if you have a look on there, it's just got so much detailing with the scales and the gill plates and the fins. I mean, it's just fantastic. The colour I chose was the piranha pattern. Very unique, and at the time, I was the first person to own this colour. I don't think that stands now, because I have seen a few people on Facebook with these as well, so it's a bit, but yeah, very, very well made. I mean, it's caught me quite a lot of pike. I had a trip recently up Leeds, and we were just fishing for ages and ages. I was having trouble locating the pike, and we went back, and I whacked this on. First cast, I was into a nice fish, about £8. I was just over the moon, so yeah, it's fantastic. It's about 12 centimetre, this one, I think, 12. I'm going to guess about 12 centimetre. I'm not too sure on that one, but looks about 12 centimetre. I mean, the Western Swim's 12 centimetre, it's about the same size, so yeah, we'll say about 12 centimetre. Supplied with nice sharp trebles as well. Very sharp. With these customs as well, you can literally just get them painted any colour you want. So, yeah. Piranha pattern served me well. What else? Swimming action. Right. Like I said with jerkbaits, there's 3 swimming actions I'd go for when considering jerkbait. First one, straight retrieve. I always try a straight retrieve out. May not work with all jerk baits, but it's well worth a try. And I find with this, it actually works okay on a straight retrieve. I mean, it's got a bit of a wobble, but once again, that's added attraction to the bait. So, straight retrieve. But with this one, I find the best method to use is obviously, once again, half cranks. I mean, half crank the reel, dart again. And with this lure as well, it's not really slow sink, but it sinks slightly faster than your average slow sink. But it's slower than a moderate sink. But I can't really explain it really. You'll have to see for yourself. But when it sinks, it has a strong wobble on it. And on the pause, obviously, like I say, with jerkbaits, the pause always is where the fish will take my bait, obviously. So that strong wobble in the pause just makes it look more like a dying fish. And obviously, if it's wobbling on the side, you'll see more of that profile at the pike, and the pike just hammer it. I mean, this bait is just something else. I mean, detail on it, the action, and I just love it. So I'd be quite sad if I lost that. So Ziggy's going on the list, and I'll give one last look. There he is, getting his rightful place on the list. So the next entry on the list is the squish bait. Nice little swim bait. It's Weedless Swim bait. They're made by a friend of mine, and we go fishing quite a lot. And I'm not just saying this because we're biased, but these are really good lures. They've caught me a lot of fish, and quite a few big ones this summer as well. Yeah, I've been using them since the summer, and just in that short period, on a month, I must have had about 18 fish on them in just a month. Just using these, and it's just fantastic. I mean, me and the person who used to use these used to go out once a week, in the summer, once a week, and we used to test these out, and we're just getting so many good results on them. Quite nice. I mean, some people I've talked to about these, they say, oh, the hookup rates and all that, with it being the hook being embedded in them, they won't hook up properly. But to be honest, they've actually got really good hookup rates. I mean, well, the idea is the fish grabs it and squishes it down, hence why it's called a squish bait, and the hook pops out and hooks the fish. But the hookup rates are actually really good. I think 9 times out of 10 it'll hook the fish. I've had no problems with them. I mean, obviously, another good thing about them, you can change your own weights in them. It's got a little weight chamber there, so you just get your little leg weights, put them in there. So the weight is changeable, and I found the best weight for these is about 6 to 8 gram. I normally put in, and all that does basically helps it sink the bottom faster, and that's how I like to work them. So how I like to work them is I'll cast out in the water, leave it until it hits the bottom. So I'll leave it on the bottom for a few seconds, and then I'll give 3 cranks of the reel, and that'll just jerk it up, and then I'll slowly let it sink again, then 3 cranks again, and obviously if you get it right, it'll roll. So it'll sink, and you got to think it's sinking, and then it's jolting, and then rolling, and it just looks like a dying fish. I mean, the pike will love that really. They'll see that, they'll go for it. It's a dying fish, bright and colourful, they'll go for it. Version I've been using, 14cm candy corn. It's my favourite colour. Yeah, line through system. So hooks onto it, that comes out, protects your lure. Yeah, fantastic. So squish bait's going on the list, and we'll get into the final lure. So here we are, the final spot. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel and obviously been following me on all my social media, you'll know which lure's going to come here. I mean, like I said, coming one of my favourite lures. And obviously, if you watch my last video, you'll definitely know what this is. It's the Robinson GlideTRO. It's just amazing. I mean, I've never used anything like it before. It's just so smooth to use and so easy. And it's bagged me quite a lot of fish, to be honest. I mean, I must have had about 20 to 30 jacks on this alone, and the only damage to it is, I don't think you see it on camera, little crack under the fin. That's it. That's how good the epoxy job is on this. Yeah, great detail on them. I mean, scales, you can't see it on videos, you'll have to get one of these for yourself, but the detail, I mean, the scales just stand out a mile, and it's just so perfect. I mean, I love a lot about this lure. I mean, look at it, it's just perfect. Nice fin on the back, keep it stable in the water. And obviously how I've been working it is half cranking it. So, you know, getting those glides and then pauses it in the water. And like I've said about all jerkbaits, 90% of the time in my experience, the pause is when I've got the hit. You saw my review of this in the last episode. Half an hour, got a pike straight away, half an hour. So it just goes to show how good these lures actually are. I mean, they're just pike magnets, honestly. I mean, it's getting to the point now where if I'm fishing, now else is working, I'll whack this on, and 9 times out of 10 this will be my blank saver. It's fantastic. I mean, it's just, it's everything you want in a glide bait. It's just perfect. It's stable, it's easy to use, looks amazing. It's got a nice side profile on it on the jerks. I mean, the Pike Light. So yeah, it deserves a spot on the list. I mean, I just can't get enough of this lure. So the Robinson GlideTRO, last lure on the list, and it rightfully belongs there. It's just fantastic. There you go, guys. My top 5 lures of this year. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed it and that, and you know, I'd like to hear your top 5 in the comments. That'd be fun to read. Yeah, so if this is popular, I'll do one in 2019, obviously. We might have some different choices. We might not. We never know. So, yeah. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah. Tight lines when it was out this weekend. And hopefully you can get some nice fish. So, yeah. See you later, guys. And see you in the next video.